Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative, and this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show. And I'm sorry about coming in a little bit late. We were having a lot of technical difficulties with headphones and equipment, and I'm sorry about all that. Anywho, today we're going to be starting off with Season 3 with a heavy starter, and we're going to be talking about Life is Strange, and I am with...
Hello,
Wait,
Zach.
Go ahead.
Hello, I am Zach.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Kane.
And I'm James.
Wait, talk again, James?
And I'm James.
Do it again.
James.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Perfect. All right. For those who don't know, do you guys remember what Life is Strange is even about?
A Strange Life.
Sure.
A video game.
It is about a video game. But yeah, Season 3 is going to be all about video games. And if you guys missed last week's episode, the finale for How I Met Your Mother, the show, go ahead and listen to it. You can go back on YouTube and Spotify and listen to it. It was a great episode.
I listened to it last week. It was pretty nice.
Was it nice?
I liked it.
I listened to half of it. I fell asleep to it.
You fell asleep too? Oh my God, that's crazy. Anyway, the synopsis for Life is Strange is Max Caulfield, a young photographer student who returns to her hometown of Arcadia Bay and discovers she has the ability to rewind time. This power becomes the central to her investigation to the mysterious disappearance of her childhood friend, Chloe Price's close friend, Rachel Amber. So yeah, that's the whole synopsis of it. And the reason why you guys are... Why are you doing this first? Because this week is the 10-year anniversary of this game. That's why I wanted to talk about it first. So,
oh, cool.
So yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. It is one of my favorite franchises for games because I'm weird like that. I like story games. Story games are very awesome, especially when there's multiple outcomes to it. It just makes you... It's very replayable. Bless you, Zach.
Thank you.
Of course. Anywho, I'm going to be talking about... What's so funny, James? Okay. Anywho, I'm going to be starting a new segment doing my rating versus the critics' rating. I just had an amazing choice-based game where you can figure out of how things would go a certain way and choose which one you want to see. That's just how any choice-based game works, though. I have never played any game that let you go back and redo choices, which made me really enjoy this game a lot. I mean, a lot of choice-based games, you can go back and replay it once you've finished it, but this one, it's part of the game to go back and redo it.
It's in the moment.
Exactly. It makes it very interactive and engaging. So here are two critics that I found very interesting for how they talked about this game. I don't know how to word it, but you know what? I want to go along with it. Anyway, this is by Washington Post. With tremendous cunning, Dontnod's game moves from a teenage superpower fantasy toward a comment on our universal wish to repair time, which is very interesting because it just feels like a fancy way to describe how this game is, but it is true. This is from EGM. From its opening moment until its final scene plays, Life is Strange is powerful, beautiful, captivating, touching adventure built upon the undying friendship of two girls trying to find their place in the world. Which, to me, it feels like the second, it feels more like the character's story other than just the whole story itself.
Yeah.
Which, I'm glad they put that. Because who doesn't like to learn characters' story, especially see them develop over time?
It gives more attachment to the character.
It really does. Yeah. It really does. I agree with you on that one. Here are IGN's comments about each episode. It wasn't just about overall with every, the whole game itself, but each episode individually. And this is when the game first came out, by the way. Episode 1, IGN described it as poor voice acting and bad writing, great scenarios, and eager storytelling, which to me just feels like all over the place for rating this game. Episode 2 is inconsistent character performances and awkward writing, which I'll agree ever since it is translated. So because the companies that made this game are from out of the U.S., so translation can make that weird, awkward writing, I should say. What were you gonna say,
I
Zach?
don't know. I was just saying.
Just saying here. Episode 3 is Max's power is more powerful, bigger, and scarier, and characters are so engaging. The dialogue is still awkward, which is true. It's always awkward throughout the whole series. And then the storytelling is stronger. Episode 4 set up a finale could have been more stunning, emotional intro and devastating outro. Sacrifices characters for a cool mystery, which, sure, yes, characters are key. But it just got to a point, it's like, okay, where's the story actually going at this point? We already got set up with the characters. It's like, it's like, okay, we need to hear the story. That's why I think I'm glad it finally, like, actually got into the story, because I got to a point where it's just like, why are we just following this girl's daily life at this point?
It was just becoming repeating.
Yes, exactly.
Also, you said every episode's like 3 hours long, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
How many episodes are in the
5.
5.
So it's about 15 hours. I mean, it's pretty short for a game. So
That means do the math, James.
What? $20 for a 15-hour game?
I guess so.
That'd be pretty good.
Episode 15, fascinating exploration of a teenager deeply affected by loss, trauma, suffering, and failure. Life is Strange leans into its angrier story threads to complete its otherwise touching human story, but emotional closure and a character resolution make this a more memorable ending than its unnecessarily dark plot twists. Which is very true, because episode 5 is just the chaos of the storm of everything that happened. So it just shows you and brings everything together to what's fully going to happen at the end of the storm, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Anywho, we're going to be taking a short break, a very short one. We're going to be returning at, what time is it, 10:09, 10:10? Yep. We'll return back at, how is 10:10, or 10:20, sorry. 10:20, so you guys have time to take the character quiz to see which character you are in the story.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys back on at 10:20. And hopefully you guys enjoy this wonderful soundtrack I'm about to play for you guys. So yeah, this is Life is Strange soundtrack. This is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3. Hello, everybody. This is AJ with the Plexi Film Show. This is WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And I'm back with talking about Life is Strange. Zach right now is continuing to finish the character quiz right now. And James and Kane finished them just like 2 seconds ago, pretty much. It felt like it, at least. 10 minutes go by fast. So, yeah. What characters did you guys get?
I got Warren Graham.
What'd you get?
Too.
You did too?
You got Warren Graham? Nice. I also got Warren Graham. Which is really... Okay, I couldn't find any better quiz, because usually the other ones were like BuzzFeed, which are variety, right? And usually you get a good variety. But this one, I didn't like it, but it was the best one that I was able to find. Yeah, it's really bad, this stinging. Yeah, I don't know why it's really bad, but it is.
Gotcha.
So, sorry about that, James. I accidentally had you down for a second. Because I'm not used to 5. That's like newer this semester. So what character did you get again?
I got Warren Graham, just like you guys.
Heck yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
I think that was Zach's mic that made this singing. Because it's not as bad anymore. Because once we turn Zach up, that's really bad.
Yep, that's Zach's mic.
That's Zach's mic. Anywho, what'd you guys choose to make you guys Warren Graham, do you think?
I don't know, man. It brought up a chess piece, and I was like, I like chess. The queen's like one of the best pieces, so queen.
I like the knight. Knight is my favorite character.
The knight is pretty nice. You gave me
I think
that.
the part where I asked about if I was getting mugged kind of
Hello.
shifted things.
Hello, Zach. What character did you get?
Victoria Chase.
That is completely different than I expect you to get. Because she's like the second bully of the whole game.
Oh, okay. That
makes sense.
But like she's the type of bully that's like when it's just one-on-one, she's like, oh, we're cool. And then when she's with friends, she's like, I hate you. I don't want you near me. My friends hate, like, she's that type of bully. So it's like, are you trying to, like, be friends or not? This is
the
confusing.
bully for the public.
The bully, exactly. But she's, by the end of the whole first game, she's genuinely a great character.
I would have to agree.
But I don't understand why I got Warren. Because, okay, I can understand some aspects. I feel like for all of us, I can agree on one thing that makes us Warren is that we're all nerds.
Yeah.
We're all really nerdy. So it makes sense. But you, Zach, Victoria, what'd you choose? Explain your breakdown. There was 10 questions. What did you choose?
From the questions you remember, at least.
Like when you got mugged.
One of the options were like beat someone to death or like.
Oh, the when you got mugged.
Yeah,
that question.
I chose stab them with your keys.
Which makes sense. Sorry, I brought a camera to the show today because I feel like it was very fitting with this game because it's all about photography.
Although it'd be better if you had a Polaroid camera.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be.
I would break the camera.
You didn't break mine yet.
That's
Take another
surprising.
picture.
Punches it.
It's broken now.
Yeah, look at this scary dude.
Oh no,
So scary.
it's Zach.
Terrified.
Zach attack. Anywho, ever since you guys don't know the game that much, from the rundown of what you guys saw or what I showed you guys, who's your favorite character?
Steve from Minecraft.
I'd have to say Chloe's stepdad.
Chloe's stepdad?
Yeah. Very
How come?
military-esque guy. Because he, as we talked about earlier, before the show, he seemed like a very, how do I word this? Not great personality-wise guy, but later in the story, he shows that he really cares about like Max and Chloe later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially in Before the Storm, which is the prequel, you really get to see him a lot more. Mm-hmm. And you get to see the dialogue before that he's genuinely trying. And ever since you played the Life is Strange, which is the first game of when they came out, and then Before the Storm, it's just a prequel. Once you meet with him, you really realize how good he is. So you're trying to be more nice with him, but there's some situations like you can't be nice with him.
Right.
Like there was a scene where, Chloe's stepdad is trying to take away her dad's original tools. Chloe got
Angry.
off, like she was not happy.
Very frustrated.
She was like, "This is my dad's stuff. Why are you trying to take away my dad's stuff? Like this is my memorial of him. This is how I'm remembering him." So makes sense on some like I mentioned before. He just has some morals that would clash with everyday teenagers. Mm-hmm. I would say because this game came out in 2013, I still find most of this game very relevant.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Zach, who is your favorite character?
I'm gonna be honest with you. When we went to watch that video of yours, I wasn't really there for most of it. So I might need you to educate me on something.
What do you want to know?
The most interesting one.
The most interesting character?
Yes.
Not in reasons because, oh my god, this guy's awesome. Like he's just very interesting on why and what made him get started is Jefferson, the person behind everything.
Yeah.
Because it's just I personally didn't see it, but once I replayed it for the second time, I really saw it more. Even when I talked to people that played the game, they're like, how did you not see that coming? Because I'm a very gullible person, and I don't catch on to things that easily, especially when it comes to games. I'm trying to figure out the mechanics in the story. I don't really focus on who's evil. I just kind of focus on the main character's position.
Right.
Which is kind of what the game's supposed to do. It's supposed to throw you off.
Mm-hmm.
But his character is the most interesting. Why would he want to do all this stuff?
Right.
for those who don't know, spoilers ahead. That's just how any of my show works. Spoilers ahead. Jefferson is not a great guy. He, how to put this kindly and not as weird. He takes pictures of people that think they're going to be great, popular, and then takes advantage of them. And then if they don't obey him, things go south and they don't exist anymore. So that's pretty much Jefferson. He's a weird guy. He's a really weird guy. And then he tries to hide all this evidence by having folders of each person of the pictures that he takes, because he's a professional photographer. He doesn't do anything evil.
Whoa.
Right. He's just the most innocent person in the world.
Oh, most innocent possible, as you could think. Anywho, let me bring back my laptop. Kane, you didn't say who your favorite character is.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
It's great information.
Very great.
Why do you not know? I mean, out of all Zach and James, you know the second most as I do. So
Yeah, okay.
You watched it earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you not remember?
It's hard for you to choose a favorite.
Yeah, I guess.
because a lot of the I'll admit it was hard for me to choose a favorite because it's like all the favorites I have are everybody's favorites.
Right.
So you want to try to be someone different, or at least that's who I am as a person. I try to go along with.
I do have a question. How many characters in general are there in Life is Strange?
Are you talking about the Life is Strange universe or Life is Strange the first game in general?
Life is Strange first in general.
I
could be wrong though.
There's a lot of characters, so but I would say there's at least
20.
I'd say at least 5 to 10 main characters.
Oh, I was thinking like 2 or 3.
Oh no! You got Chloe. You got Matt.
You got stepdad, you got the mom, you got the principal, you got a lot of characters.
Jefferson. You got
Rachel Amber, the dead person.
Yeah.
Kate.
What's the one guy? Nathan.
Nathan Prescott, Victoria.
Warren. That's at least 10 right there.
I still don't get how I got Victoria. Like that.
You chose your answers.
Me and I'm gonna have to show you memes of. I'm gonna have to show you memes of Life is Strange. That's gonna be a segment I'm gonna have to bring up and see what you guys like. Anywho, my favorite character would have to be Chloe Price, Kate Marsh, or Max Caulfield. Honestly, Kate Marsh didn't deserve it. You could either save her or not save her. It really depends on how you use your words. It's very tricky because some of the things that you would think wouldn't make her off herself, you would think would actually help her out, but doesn't, which is really mind-playing. But once you go through it, it's like, okay, this is targeted for her, not an everyday person.
Right.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes you feel relieved once you save her, because that is like a big impact of the game, especially because that's the first like major, whoa, this game is a lot deeper than I thought.
Yeah.
Right.
It kind of, it's a shocker for sure. So, especially Kate Marsh, she just kind of got screwed over by a party and got recorded and all that. So, I don't understand why teenagers are cruel. Same with kids. Kids are cruel.
Yes, 100%.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
I have way too many
100%.
nieces and nephews to know that.
Same here.
I have a niece, and she's a sweetheart. I love her to death.
My brothers explain it.
Huh?
My brothers explain it.
Oh.
They represent.
I love my niece, but she comes home and says like the most outlandish stuff ever, and I thought in a million years I would never hear. Especially on her birthday party, which was this yesterday, and she has her friends. It reminds me of me when I was a kid. Hide your true self from your family.
I get those kind of vibes from my older brother, but
and you show your true self around your friends. And,
Oh yeah. That's how I am. Because I don't know, I'm nothing like my family, so it just doesn't feel natural enough for me.
That's understandable, though.
Right. I feel the same way.
I love my family so much, but it's hard for me to show my true self.
You also take in a lot more judgment from family than friends.
Yeah.
At least most people do, so.
I mean, I take more personal judgment because they're honest and know it actually helped me. Unlike family, they just like, like it's just not really helpful.
And typically with friends, they're most likely similar to you, so they'd understand a little bit.
Yes, exactly. They understand.
I think I have good friends, but
were your good friends right here?
yeah.
Excuse me.
Hi, James.
Hi, Zach.
Kane.
How's it going, buddy?
Thank you for taking me out to eat for dinner.
Oh yeah.
It was really good.
How's that parking spot
we gotta tell
journey?
them about the parking situation.
We could talk about that after the break. Not like right now, but after our next break. How's that sound? That'll be that segment.
That sounds good.
All right, we can talk about two theories, or we could probably talk about one theory. So one theory is what happened between Rachel and Frank. If you guys do not know, Rachel is the one that is the mystery throughout the whole story of Life is Strange. And and the whole mystery behind that is what's the relationship between her and Frank, which is known as the drug dealer of Arcadia Bay, the main guy that everyone knows. Could be a great guy, could be a not great guy. Just kind of all over the place. But there's like this famous photo that you see throughout the game is with them two together. And people always realize what happened between them. Were they actually a couple? Were they friends? Was there beef behind them? Who knows?
I have a question.
What's that?
Was Frank the guy that had her bracelet on when Max and Chloe?
Yeah. That's Frank. You get to really like him more, and again, in the prequel, because you get to see how they meet and how much he defended her. So that's why I'm like, Frank's a great guy. I don't know. The story of Life is Strange is hard to choose favorites because you see the dark sides of everyone. But I'm the same person that finds it like the good in everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a genuinely, at least a little bit of good in them.
Yeah.
Either if you can find it or not, everyone has a little bit good in them. It just depends on whether or not they want to show it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach, you look like you're listening to your own beats right now.
Head bopping.
Yep.
Anywho, I will start off with the theory. The letters that she has written to Frank could either be interpreted as she actually loves him or not, because when you're into parties and drugs, the phrase "I love you" gets tossed around a lot. Can you guys agree to that? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I would agree, yeah.
Okay. The common photo that you see of Rachel and Frank could also be a friend photo of where Frank likes Rachel and Rachel doesn't like him back. But the thing she could be, she just wants someone to hang around with and, of course, get, her mind off of things, narcotics, whatever you want to call it. So she could either be just flirting with him or actually liking him and just using him for that stuff. Rachel was always looking for someone easy to hang with. Rachel was always afraid to show Chloe that she was addicted to those things. And the reason she was afraid to show because her own mom was going down that wrong path and following that exact road that her mom was going down. She doesn't want to follow that at all, so she was embarrassed to show that side of herself to Chloe.
Right.
Frank is always trying to do stuff to make things official, but Rachel is always only looking for someone to hang with. Frank always thinks they're a thing by saying that he thought that she would never expect her to leave him and expect her to leave on her own, but not like always return back to him, and he would always respect her life decisions on going towards her goal and achievements in life. So yeah, that was like kind of like the thing I feel like throughout the whole series is that they were just both looking for different things in one another. Maybe were there both similar feelings against one another? Who knows? It's very complicated. The comics really don't go into it that much. Frank and Rachel's relationship. I mean, Rachel's in the comic books again because they go into that universe where Rachel is alive, but you don't really see Frank at all.
Right.
So who knows?
Right.
So what do you guys think? Do you think they actually had a thing for one another? Do you think they or do you think they both just had polar opposites of what they want from each other?
I feel like they just have polar opposites from each other, but I could be wrong at the same time. But what's your guys' opinion?
I don't feel like I know enough about the game and the specifics to be able to make a comment on this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, same here for the most part. But, I mean, I feel like either way, there's probably a little bit of both, at least at some point.
I feel like they both, at some point, liked each other, just not at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they always went back and forth from one another, liking each other to hating each other's guts. So it's a constant back and forth. And then, this is like the biggest theory of all, or question that everyone always asks. Could Max actually save Rachel? Who knows? I mean, we had this mini discussion earlier before me even talking about this theory. But I thought about it because it is a really good question that everyone thought about. Like, why can't she just go back? And because it would take longer, or was Max just selfish and didn't want to actually do it? Who knows? But anyway, let me dive throughout that. Throughout the whole game of Life is Strange, Max tries to save Chloe's dad and Kate. Those are like the two main people that she tries to save. But never once tries to save Rachel and never offers to help. Always just tries to find her, but never actually tries to offer to save her and go back in time, even when they find Rachel's body. Which she was at home in Arcadia Bay at that time when Rachel and Chloe met. But she could have taken a picture and taken a plane, because Max's power was whatever picture she took at like time of her life, she could go back at that time, or an event at that time, and she could have gone back in time, took a plane, and gone back to save and warn Chloe and Rachel of what could come up, and to not take certain opportunities because things could go south, or just outright say what is going up and who not to trust and all that.
Yeah.
But Max wasn't aware of these powers at that time, was she?
So sorry, I'm trying to word it. I feel like when she could travel back in time through photos, that was more of a later discoverment. But the fact that even when she discovered that she could have, she still never did.
Right. Like she didn't look for a photo or anything.
Yeah, like there was just no effort at all.
I get that.
Be it when she did save Chloe's dad, Chloe ends up being paralyzed and dies, and Max becomes traumatized and learns from that lesson and to never do something like that again. Because throughout the story, you see like choices have consequences no matter how little or big it is. It's just choices always have consequences. And this game has taught me really well. Just many decisions just actually does make life decisions, either how little or big. It's crazy to think about. There's so many parallel universes. Do you guys actually believe in the parallel universe? Do you think there's like another you in a different timeline that's doing something completely different?
I wouldn't say I believe that there is something else going on in a different universe simultaneously, but there are definitely paths that could have taken and different, possibilities, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, there's from what I know, proof of it, but there's also no proof.
Against
No
it.
Proof.
No proof supporting or denying it.
Yeah.
Zach, you're really quiet over there. You got any opinions or thoughts that you want to share?
I'm hiding in the corner.
Get out of the corner, man. You're safe here.
I'm sorry.
Anywho.
I agree with James.
You agree with James?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I said.
Same here.
Whatever you said.
I'm just agreeing with you.
Got you, man.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Anywho, Kate was meant to die in reality in like multiple universes, but if you save her or do not save her, there's no consequences at all, and that's the only thing that doesn't really have big change on it. Just besides, oh, she's dead or she's alive. There really isn't a personal consequence that Max deals with, which is really weird. But yeah. What is that noise? I keep hearing it.
It's my nail against the outer edge.
He's playing nails against a chalkboard.
That'd be crazy. But like I said, saving Kate have no consequences. So why doesn't Max try to save Rachel? Max should have at least tried or at least offered to help save Rachel, because even if you at least offered, Chloe could have still said no.
Right.
Or like gave it a chance, because it could have worked to save her and nothing really much have changed.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was that trauma of Max saving Chloe's dad and seeing that Chloe is the one that got hurt and ill and passed away.
Right.
I feel like it was that trauma that really affected her and didn't feel like I don't want to do this anymore. Another way is, like I said, informing Chloe and Rachel about the dark room to help avoid the outcome of Rachel being used by Jefferson. Even when Max gets older, Max could still go back in time to save Rachel. Even like because at the end of the game, Arcadia Bay is sacrificed or Chloe is sacrificed. Either way, she still could have gone back in time in the future and still save her and go back in the present and all that. Like,
right.
It's the fact that there was no effort put into it of, do you want help? There was just no that. It was just, where's Rachel's body?
Yeah.
It was pretty much just that it. Anywho, guys have any questions or comments that you have about that? Say, I just finished that theory, so if that helps a lot, there you go. So I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I was going to show you guys memes during the break. So, are you guys ready for some memes?
Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
All right, I'm going to take a mini break. We're going to come back at 10:55 for the break. So, yeah, enjoy the amazing soundtrack of Life is Strange. This is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show. And I'm going to be continuing to talk about Life is Strange. I can hear myself outside real quick. I forgot I turned that up. That's what happened last time. Now I remember. I turned myself up outside and I could hear myself come on in. Anywho, I showed Zach and James some Life is Strange memes. I was trying to find a specific one that was making fun of Victoria saying, "Oh, my cashmere sweater," but like I couldn't find it. I'll have to find it on TikTok. I'm pretty sure that's what I found it on, which was TikTok. But I thought it was on YouTube, but I couldn't find it. Anywho, are you guys ready to continue talking about Life is Strange?
Tell us about your cashmere sweater, Zach, since Victoria is your character.
Yeah, how's your cashmere sweater?
Keeps me warm, I guess. That's what a sweater does, doesn't it?
No,
mine actually makes me cold.
It's
You got the
got
wrong
holes in it.
sweater then.
Might need to stitch up the sweater a little bit tighter.
You might have to go to JCPenney to return that one.
Probably.
My question is, would you guys ever buy a cashmere sweater? Do you even know what a cashmere sweater even looks like?
Nope.
Here, let me pull it up real quick.
Would you ever take 50 minutes just to find a parking spot?
You guys did.
Would you like to explain that story real quick?
Oh, gosh.
You it's all you. Actually, you know what, Kane? You and Zach can talk about it together, because ever since you guys were like my parents in the car, would you guys like to share the story?
Go ahead.
I mean, it took us probably a good 15, 20 minutes to find a parking spot.
And most of the parking was, oh yeah, I gotta pay $10 to get a parking spot. I wasn't gonna pay $10 to get a parking spot just to park for how long we spend in the restaurant?
About an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
just a little bit long.
and then I pulled up and found the parking spot right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, you found Spaghetti Warehouse and Park.
Yeah. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have a parking spot. I'm just saying.
Hey, I suggested Spaghetti Warehouse.
No, you
Hey,
didn't.
I took
Yes,
you out
I
for your
did.
birthday.
When did you? Okay, first of all, I couldn't hear you because you were up front. Second of all, I'm pretty sure I said it before you did.
At the moment Zach was talking about not being able to find a spot, I said, go look near Spaghetti Warehouse. They probably have a spot you can take.
And then I mentioned it, and you're like,
yeah.
what the heck, man?
Not like I just said that 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
Hey, it worked out really nice. And then Kane was doing like some Happy Wheels tricks with this wheelchair.
Yes.
But most
Some
importantly, happy birthday, AJ.
Happy birthday, AJ.
Today is my birthday now. Yes, it is. Or
In an hour.
an hour. Sorry.
Hour and a
Sorry.
minute. But
Happy early birthday.
Y'all, he's 21.
Yes, I can legally buy some things.
That's scary.
Party hard.
Party hardy.
Yeah.
Party hardy. Just want to take some pictures. Here, wait, wait 1 second. I just want to take some pictures.
Me without a hat on for once.
Wait, let me
Oh,
get
yeah,
let me
good
get
point.
a picture of that. I need that. There you go. We take professional photos up in here. Man, look at that beautiful photo of Zach. Like,
Without
look
the
how
hat.
beautiful he is.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Look how beautiful Zach is.
Beautiful, man.
Oh, wow. So, would you guys? I know James says he was actually going to play this, but Kane, would you ever play Life is Strange all the way through?
Ooh,
I would, definitely.
maybe. I have a tendency of saying I will,
then
starting
don't
the game,
actually
and
do
then
it.
I get like 5 minutes in, and it never ever gets finished.
Why is that? What do you do?
I don't know. I just
You just do your thing.
it's fun for the first 5 minutes, and then I lose interest real quick.
Why do you lose interest so quickly?
I don't know. That's
What-
like
what-
everything I do.
What about
That's why
Fortnite?
half my projects are halfway finished.
Fair
and
enough.
just sitting there.
What about Fortnite?
I mean, it's a 10 to 30 minute game, and then it's over, and then on repeat.
I
Kinda
mean,
simple.
this
I
is
play
a story.
Minecraft.
I'm not good with
choice
story
game.
based.
Really? Dang. Why? Do you just lose? Are you just used to just action packed like Mortal Kombat? Like what? Do you,
Yeah, basically.
I play Minecraft.
So
I play Minecraft.
from what I've seen from this game, you've got to give it like at least a good hour or so, maybe a little longer.
It's
to
a
actually
good
get
slow start because
Yeah.
when you first get going, because you see like gameplay of it, it's like, oh, it's intense,
Right.
and you start playing it, it's like, what is this? Like, because it throws you off. You have to play it all the way through to understand it. You know,
Right.
so.
I think this is a game I definitely will be playing when I have my time.
I know there's some
Yeah.
topics of people that are sensitive to that wouldn't like it, but I know there are people that like it for sure. I know some people that are shell shocked from this game.
Is
when
it
they
just me, or is it like if there's like certain like grindy games that you'd have to like spend like hours on end on, you would only play them on the weekends where you have more time to play them?
Like Warframe or
Rust.
Destiny.
A lot of games
Yeah.
like that, and a lot of multiplayer games just seems like you have to play hours on end. And no offense, I get bored of multiplayer games really fast compared to story games. Like Fortnite, I understand why people play it. Like, I mean, I played since season 2 of chapter 1, and I've seen it change quite a lot. And anymore, because I played it for so much, there's nothing really different. It's like any other battle royale, blah blah blah. I just burnt out. Anymore, all multiplayer games just burn me out really quickly.
The only real difference is you got Snoop Dogg and Eminem beefing.
That's pretty much
Right.
it. Yeah. I don't know. It's just I find multiplayer games not as fun as I used to.
What about Minecraft Bedrock?
We don't talk about my 100 days of Minecraft. I'm so done. I'm not going to play Minecraft until Minecraft 2 comes out.
I
When
don't
is
think
that?
Minecraft 2 will ever come out. It's like
They
GTA
announced it.
6.
Yeah, it's been being talked about big time recently.
It's just like GTA 6.
When is GTA 6 supposed to come
Probably.
out? Am I like behind on this news?
It was supposed to come out years ago.
Yeah, and it's still not out.
Well, from the sounds of it, it was supposed to come out like centuries ago, but it never happened.
What game are you talking about? GTA 6?
GTA 6. I bet they're releasing on the same day.
There's like literal bets right now when the game will be released. I just looked up GTA 6 release date, and all I see is stock market like dates.
Oh, okay.
So
Time to invest in Rockstar Games.
time to invest. Yeah, this is probably like the best time.
2030 comes by. Oh,
It was more rumored it was going to come out at the end of 2025. Now it's rumored to be at the end of 2026.
We'll probably see it before 2035.
Since we are talking about video games,
Maybe.
though, I do wonder if it's worth putting time into Black Ops 6. I don't know.
I don't know. I just know I was able to share with my friend through his console, so that's how I'm able to play it. So I mean, technically I bought the game for him, but it was his present. So
Yeah.
I technically bought it, but I also didn't because it was on his account.
Right.
So
I would like to try it out, but it would
I mean, it's a game, but like
cause me to spend
I mean, it's just like any other multiplayer game. If you want to play it, you want to play it. But
See, me personally, you can't beat the Black Ops 1 and 2 stories. Those will always be a favorite for me.
yeah, for sure, those stories are great. And Kane, I took a picture of me, or at least the game that I bought for COD Ghost, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will be playing the campaign. I'm excited because COD Ghost is the one game I played a lot of Infection, so I never really played the campaign.
Gotcha.
So I'm excited to play the campaign because who doesn't want to play COD Ghost campaign?
I've played that through countless of times.
How long is the story?
I don't know. It's been a couple years since I've played the full campaign, but
I like my singing monsters.
I wish I still
game?
had COD Ghosts because a lot of people talked down on it
Oh,
horribly.
it's 6 hours long.
But
That's not bad.
I loved playing through it. The story was great. The characters were great. I just liked
I don't
the
know.
whole
I
thing.
feel like COD Ghost was hated on too much at the time. Like, basing it around today's modern COD, like, it beats any of them out. Like, Vanguard is one of the worst.
I
And
really
COD
disliked-
Ghost beats it out of the water. Same with Infinite Warfare, beats it out of the water.
Ooh.
Same with, I don't know if Cold War and, I don't know. Cold War is pretty good. I like the zombies. But the fact that Ghost made it different because, one, it came out with Infection. Like, it was new for a game mode, party game mode for COD. And they came out with a new game called Extinction. And I don't know why they got rid of that mode. I never played it, but it looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun. It just looks like Halo, and that's what makes me makes me interested.
It's funny to think about, like, the very first video game I played is when I was like 13, and I think my parents got me an iPod Touch,
Right.
and the first thing I downloaded on that thing was Hungry Shark. I
Are you serious?
I just played it
Dude, I
for
forgot about the
hours.
See, I had Jetpack Joyride on my little Kindle Fire.
Yeah.
The Kindle Fire. I had one
And for
too.
whatever reason, I would have like unlimited free credits thanks to Amazon. So I would just buy all of the boosters for nothing.
Do you remember how that game was? My friends were so jealous because everything was free, so you could just buy it. You
Right.
could just buy everything in the game.
Yeah.
So that every time my friends would come over and play, they would play Jetpack Joyride just on my tablet and nothing else.
Yeah.
I play
Man.
Subway Surfers too.
See, Subway Surfers
That's
is one
fun.
thing. Like when it came to running games,
Mhm.
I like Temple Run more.
Now I'm a huge video
See,
game
that one
nerd.
was a good one.
But-
Temple Run beats it for me.
Temple Run, you don't see any Temple Runs on those TikTok videos
That's
of
what I'm
people
saying.
telling stories. You only see Subway Surfers. I'd like to see more Temple Run.
Temple Run is such a banger. Like, I don't know what you're saying, but like, what running game dealt with tilting your phone? And Temple Run was first of its kind to have a running game that you tilt your phone.
Yeah.
And that's what made me like it because it was actually like
was
skilled.
different.
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There might be still some games out there, like racing games, where you tilt your phone and it just turns.
Well, that's different, but like this is running. Like there was no buttons besides flicking up
Yeah.
and down. That's what I liked about Temple Run. It was like mixed controls.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm just lazy and I like to sit in a car and just like care.
See, that's one thing. This
Put
is
some
also,
effort in.
maybe this is a hot take for me, but I personally think mobile games, I just get burnt out on mobile games so fast. I'll get so into a game for like a week, and then I will never play them again.
Right,
Maybe like once or twice when I come back. But I maybe that's my age showing me, but even my parents, they can play mobile games on their phone like constantly, and people around my age, they can play mobile games constantly. I just get burnt out really quickly.
I used to be like that, but now, like, ever since I started my own channel and stuff, I'm just like, okay, yeah, get at this. Like, you gotta be consistent with it.
See, like for me, if I was sponsored by a mobile game, I'd probably actually play it.
Right.
Like, this is crazy.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I did download Raid Shadow Legends. It is actually pretty fun, but it is like any other fighting style game like that. You can just put it on auto, and all you have to do is train them. There's nothing really different about it.
Genshin Impact.
But one thing I do find interesting is that you can get rid of characters to rank up your higher characters, which I find really cool. But is the game that... I mean, it's okay. It's not the greatest. I kind of find it boring now ever since I figured out there's an auto button. I just have to rank up my soldiers, and that's it.
What about Dragon City?
Ooh. That was such a great game.
Or Monster Legends?
I was a Monster Legends guy.
I played both, although I was really upset.
I'll be
when I
honest
found
with
out I
you,
lost progress
Vanos
on
got
both.
me into Monster Legends.
I used to be a Clash of Clans fan.
Oh, get out of here!
Okay, you know what?
I was never a Clash of Clans or Clash Royale fan. I hated both games. I didn't find them fun
My
at all.
coworkers like to play Brawl Stars.
Okay, Brawl Stars isn't horrible.
I didn't really get into it.
It's not the best, but
Fair enough.
No.
Anywho, back onto Life is Strange.
yeah, my
This
bad.
is what a cashmere sweater looks like, by the way.
Yeah, you could never catch me wearing one of those.
Yeah, no.
Zach's face.
Zach would wear it,
Zach would wear it. But
and he would rock it too. He'd look good in a cashmere sweater.
so from a gamer,
yeah.
from a gamer like me, especially my friends really noticing this, and from some of the stuff I watch, I mean, I don't really care who you are and what type of person you are. It really depends on the story. For like, people are like, why are you watching a lot of stuff with Yuri in it? If you're wondering what Yuri is, it's two female characters that like each other.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are like, why do you like that stuff? I'm like, I don't know. The story is very interesting. Like, look at Life is Strange. It's just very interesting story, very interesting concept. Look at Arcane. Great story.
It's just like more efforts put in for some reason.
It just seems like more efforts put into it, and I don't care who you are. Like, I just like the story. Like, you got a
Right.
problem with that? What is your guys' opinions on Yuri?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Like, I'm be completely honest.
I mean, nothing I really watch or play has much of it in it, so I don't really have an opinion.
I mean,
on it.
if you play Life is Strange, you will see the relationship between Life is Strange with Max and Chloe. But
Sounds pretty cool.
it is really interesting. But one thing I do find funny, once I played all the Life is Strange, it's pretty much like a dating simulator.
No,
It really, because you get to really choose who your relationships are. It's like Baldur's Gate. You get to choose who you want to date.
Oh,
But
I
there's a
love
main story.
Baldur's
Have you
Gate.
played Dress to Impress?
I am never playing.
Hey, what about I Love You, Colonel Sanders? It's a finger looking
I see
good dating
that game.
sim.
Didn't Markiplier play that?
Probably.
But just to impress, I don't know. When it comes to games like that, I'm very impatient. I just would rather make the character and just post it and share it with other people. And
I play it
instead of
occasionally.
what?
Go on.
Anywho, what was I gonna say?
Oh,
Awkward silence.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, I got caught. Let's see here. What is some other? Ooh, actually, what is some games besides Life is Strange that I recommend you guys play that you've been playing, either new or old? Doesn't matter. What are some new games that you guys?
I don't know what's up with this game called Marvel Rivals, but
Hey, you can't hit on Marvel.
I want
Rivals.
to try that game though. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like it's all of a sudden like pretty common these past 2 weeks.
I don't like it 100%. Like, I have a lot of beef with the game and some of the players, but I enjoy playing a few rounds here and there.
I've never played. I've had a lot of people that try to get me to play it, but I've never gotten to games out. What?
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight is a banger.
Yes.
I love Dead by Daylight. I would never... Like, I'll always come back. That is one game I'll always come back to. I'll get, like, mad here or there.
Yeah.
But that is one game I can always say, it's a great game. It's a great game.
I like Dead by Daylight, but me personally, I would prefer Identity V. It's basically like Dead by Daylight, but if you took the animation style of, like, Coraline.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm actually interested now. What is it called again?
Identity V.
Identity V?
Yes.
If I get a computer.
You can play it on mobile and on PC.
I'll help you.
Only on mobile?
No, mobile and PC.
But we're on console.
I don't know. It could be on console, but I don't know.
I can understand why you say like the same concept as Coraline.
Yeah.
Because of the buttons.
Could you just get a PC, please?
I
wish I had money for a PC. Zach over here, can you be my sugar daddy and get me some money, please?
Sure, I was already your sugar daddy during dinner.
That is true.
I'll buy
it was
him
my
half
birthday
the
treat, so.
components. I'll buy half the components. You buy the CPU. Kane, you buy the graphics card.
Kane's like, if I have money myself.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, that seems like very. It gives like you said, Coraline, but it gives heavy. That one director.
The one for Jack Skellington or Night Before Christmas. That guy,
Yeah,
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. It gives heavy Tim Burton style.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna download it actually right now.
I haven't played it in a while, but it's a really fun game. I really enjoy
It
it.
looks so fun.
I do have a game in mind. I just forgot the name of it.
I think I would have played Dead by Daylight more if I had a better group to play with. I'd play it here and there and enjoy it, but for the most part, I didn't really enjoy it because there was never the right amount of people that I could find that kind of just kept it going.
Yeah.
I love Phasmophobia.
Ooh, Phasmophobia.
So I hate how they finally came out with Phasmophobia on console, and I'm so excited to make content out of that.
We need to play together.
I don't know if it's cross-platform.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. We could,
I don't think I'll be able to do like some of the crazy stuff that you guys can do on PC, but
Like
I'm
what?
down to play. Like just some of the mods, some of the stories, some of the like.
If it's
stuff.
cross-platform with VR,
I never played with mods.
we might be able to
so-
all play together and we can be on VR.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have a VR.
I got
yet.
my Quest 3.
I am. Also, I'm gonna have to talk to you here or during break. Just don't worry about it. You already know. Yeah.
Just buy the $1,000 Valve Index. You know, it's fine.
See, I'm still out here rocking the Quest 1 that barely works
Really?
anymore. Yeah.
I'm rocking the Quest 3 now.
I'm rocking that until they discontinue the service to it.
Anywho, what was I gonna say? Let's take a break. We'll come back on at 11:26. Guys, okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. We'll be back on at 11:26, and hopefully I'll have enough information to talk about the last theory I'll be talking about tonight, and hopefully some fun facts and some product placements. So yeah, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And this is AJ, going to be continuing to talk about Life is Strange. And I am with...
Zach.
Kane.
And James.
And we're going to be talking about Life is Strange. And Life is Strange is a beautiful game.
Bum, bum, bum.
I tried to do some research about a theory. And I'm going to leave you guys off with this theory. And I'm going to have... Of course, you guys don't know, I do have a website where I put all my notes after my show and hints throughout the week of what I'm going to be talking about next.
Like, that's not strange.
Ooh.
Life is very strange. I just feel like, I don't know. This is my, I should just shot myself. Life is Strange is one of my favorite series
That's karma.
to talk about. It is karma. To talk about, and I find it really sad that I can't figure out what to talk about, especially when you guys don't know much. I feel like once you guys know much, we can like bounce off.
A random thought I had is why
Oh, gosh.
is it called Life is Strange?
That is a good question.
Because life is
Do you want me to try to look it up?
Is there any theories on that?
I don't know. Let me look it up. make conversation amongst yourselves real quick.
What if it's what if it's, what? I'm so confused. What if it's just like an oddly realistic show, but they just...
Show? I thought it was a video game.
Uh-oh. Yeah! Let's go with that.
Do you have any evidence to prove it's a show?
We can act it out. Don't think it's going to be perfect.
Oh, okay. This breaks it down. It's not really a theory, but it kind of just helps break it down why it's called Life is Strange.
Gotcha.
So it starts out with the game. Life is Strange is called that because it accurately reflects the core theme of the story, which goes along with a young woman named Max Caulfield experiences a sudden ability to rewind time, which drastically alters the seemingly normal courses of her life, because you go from a really normal life to something odd and crazy, leading to a series of events that are unexpected and strange as she navigates the consequences of her choices. Thematic fit. The strange aspect directly relates to Max's superpower and the unusual situation it creates in her life. Life is Strange can also be interpreted as a broader statement about the unexpected twists and turns that life sometimes that throws people, making it relatable to players, which this has a lot of things that some person can relate to, either a character in the story or something that happened to a character that you can relate. There's a lot of relatable things in Life is Strange that makes people really get into it. Original working title. Interestingly, the game was initially called What If.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So that's more of a fun fact during development, but the final title, Life is Strange, was chosen to better encapsulate the story's essence.
What if life was strange?
Life is strange.
Life is very strange. I can confirm that.
Yes.
This is a good question, because I usually have questions usually towards the end, or at least some point in my show. What is the most strangest experience you've had in your life? Try to make it appropriate, of course, for the show. Strangest thing that's happened in your life. Zach, you start.
That's a thinker.
The strangest thing that happened in my life.
I can easily talk about one, but not say direct names. So...
I've got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Go ahead, James. You can go first then.
So when I was working at this camp as a lifeguard with AJ and Zach,
Over here.
I had a I had a group of kids. I think there was like 6 of them. And,
Staff members, by the way.
No.
Oh, you're talking about
the
that
campers. And for whatever reason, they would just follow me around
Oh, you're talking about that.
away from their classes and just call me Franklin for no reason whatsoever. I still don't have an explanation on why. But they would just
happens.
I think they said I just looked like a Franklin. So they, to this day, if I see one of them, they're like, hey, it's Franklin. Not, hey, there's the guy from Aquatics. No, Franklin.
See, I feel like if I return back to camp, no camper would recognize me because it's a whole new age group of kids. Maybe some very, very young kid that I taught when I first was there, but I don't think there would be any camper that would recognize me.
The Franklin kids would probably recognize you.
I don't know. Maybe.
They were that was like their first year, which was your last year.
But think about it. There was a lot of people that came to camp that were just coming there because their troop travels to different summer camps.
Right.
So I was expecting a different story.
The sun poisoning.
The sun poisoning.
Oh, that
was rough.
That was very.
You think it was rough? Let me tell you, it was rough.
And your foot.
Oh, where you guys had to hold me down while.
Didn't I have my arm for you to bite and you didn't do anything?
I'm like, I'm not gonna bite you, but I was close. That hurt because
wasn't it just a sliver or
it was a chunk about that big that Haley dug out of my foot with them tweezers.
That was insane.
Hey, I have some advice for next time.
Wear sunscreen.
Yeah.
That doesn't help with the sliver of wood in my foot.
It helps prevent sunburn.
Hey,
3rd degree.
That's not the topic right now.
But it was.
Yeah, the topic is
Hey.
you're strange.
They forced me to wear sunscreen the following summer because of that.
After I left, is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know who I miss though that I know is transferring to Miakonda? Walls.
He
He's
is?
going to be a ranger,
Ooh.
like a paid ranger.
Walls is awesome.
Walls is awesome. I got to see him this past Halloween.
Yeah?
He was like, because you know how much I like Halloween, so I got so into it. He came up to me. He's like, "Were you that kid that just stared at me?" I'm like, "Yeah." Because when it comes to Halloween, I don't want people to figure out who I am. I'm that kid that doesn't want to be recognized as me. I want people to be like, "That guy has a cool costume."
Yeah.
I mean, I like haunting, but the thing I'm going to start doing, especially with what I do every Halloween, I want to start buying stuff throughout the year instead of all during October, because I spent around $100 all in October just for Halloween stuff.
Just build up, prepare.
Yeah. I know personally my Halloween costume this past year was Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians.
I saw that. That was actually pretty cool.
I know, right?
I like that
I love that sweatshirt. I wear it occasionally. I'm like, I'm
Mine
so proud
was
of
my
this.
OC.
I do remember that.
Loved it.
Yes. All right, Kane, go. What's the most strangest story you have to tell us in your life?
Oh gosh.
Does that have something to do with the wheelchair?
That was before
No.
the wheelchair.
Happy Wheels.
You were the grandpa.
Hey, that's a great game.
It is. It honestly is.
I want to go back to that and play it, to be honest.
Ways to die.
Oh my gosh, that's a good game too. Anyway, go ahead, Kane.
Probably when my ex-girlfriend
Uh-oh.
like knew everything about me, like straight off the bat, she knew like my deepest fucking secrets and like stuff I never have told anybody or anything.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, and I'm just sitting there like, how do you know this stuff? I've never talked to her or her family or anything before.
Yeah.
She just knew this stuff, and I'm like, what?
What? Fair
Womp
enough.
womp, I guess.
That's your strangest story?
That I can think of right now, yeah.
It's just that her family knew a lot of stuff about you.
Your
Yeah.
life does not seem
Like
very
creepily
strange.
stuff about me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, like that one guy from that show on Netflix. What's it called?
That one.
You. It's called You.
Oh, I never watched it. Is it good?
It's a good one. It's a really good one.
Zach looked like he's about to like tell me his whole life story.
So I got two.
His
Can I say
two life
two?
stories.
So first one is like I felt strange.
Strange.
Like I felt like a strange person like going into PSR like for the first time. I didn't even like get to choose my position where I'm working at. Oh yeah, you're gonna work in the kitchen. So
Commissary.
I'm over here suffering in the kitchen, and I did not know who anyone was because I was just stuck in the kitchen all day, right? Never got much time to like get out and about. So
Never mind. I'm not gonna
I saw it. I knew.
You know Ilse was in the kitchen? Just go on.
I did not know a single person. So this guy comes up to me and was like, "Do you want to sit next to me during dinner tonight?" I was like,
Are you talking about me?
"Sure." Yeah, actually, fun fact, you. And it appears to be this guy named AJ, which I'm like right across from.
Hello. How are
And
you?
we've been best friends ever since. And then
Been
I
great
recruited
buddies.
James along.
You mean when you like forced me to go work in the kitchen with you like
Oh
for
my God,
4
you know,
hours a
I wasn't
day
trying to
every
force
day
you.
for that whole week?
I just wanted someone that I would actually know well.
I just
who
remember
worked
James
with me.
coming up to me. I'm James.
Hi, I'm James. I think that was that was before we did swim checks first week. Yeah.
My second time was
I was
like,
like, okay, what do you want me to do with this information, dude?
Give me the James.
My name James.
my second time was when I was in the hospital during surgery. My brothers, it was during my birthday too, actually. My brothers all came in with like a bunch of Hot Wheel sets and like get well balloons. I was like, what is this? Like,
This is my birthday.
I was like 10 years old at the time. Like,
Oh no, it's your family supporting you in a time of need. How strange.
I was like, what? So, like, they just came in with a bunch of balloons and Hot Wheels, because I really liked Hot Wheels back then. I still do. I just don't have much anymore.
I thought you were going to talk about the tube.
The tube?
The tube in a hospital story that we talked about earlier.
Oh, no.
No, that is a strange story.
Yeah,
for
that
that.
is a very
definitely a
strange
Strange story for another time.
That is a very, very, very,
Very strange.
Don't talk about that.
Strange story.
I threw the tube out the door. Let's just say that.
I've had a lot of strange stories happen in my life. It's just hard to choose which one's appropriate to tell.
Here, bite my arm if you need it.
Well, if it was with me, it wasn't strange, so...
Zach, it's all
Honestly,
strange with you.
There's a lot of strange stories that happened to me in my life. You know, I want to talk about this.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
That is a great movie.
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
Guys, it's too early. Come on, it's just now February. It's almost my birthday.
In 20 minutes.
Heck yeah. Anywho,
Everyone tell AJ
happy
happy birthday. He's 21.
Yeah, these guys try to get the waitresses to sing happy birthday to me.
They wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I was yelling.
You're like, can you guys talk to this guy and sing happy birthday for him?
Hey, it's his birthday. Okay.
I think one of them actually like processed what was going on when you guys say that, because she's just stood there and then walked away.
Yeah, she's like, oh, okay.
I'm
Carry
not doing
on.
this tonight.
Anywho, the strangest story that's happened to me is when I was younger, and it was around 4th of July. This is when I was really young, by the way. I don't even remember how old. I just remember my brother shooting either Roman candles or fireworks or whatever.
Oh, no.
And I was like, hey, guys, what are you doing? And I think I got to a point where it was out of control, a little bit out of control. No one got hurt. Almost got hurt was me.
Oh, no.
I just remember, okay, this is happening. I want to go back inside. I see a fireball, either from the Roman candle or a firework, zoom right past me. And I just remember getting on all fours screaming, oh my God, they're in the trees.
I have a similar story.
I bless rains down and God.
I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I really wouldn't say that's strange, but that's the most strange, appropriate story I could tell on the station.
Life is strange.
I mean, I could always talk more if it's a... Did you guys hear that?
No.
Yeah.
There's like 2 static noises.
Oh, we know I did kind of hear this.
Shocked.
My hair feels staticky now. Thank you.
You're welcome. But if people actually want to hear stories specifically, and they want a story episode, that will be off the station. It'll be streaming, aka YouTube and Spotify only episodes. Mm-hmm. So those would be interesting. Same with, I made this actually part of my show. It will also, for those who miss like specific topics or shows or movies or games that they missed that they really wanted to be on because of certain circumstances, we're going to probably make those in its own specific series specifically for YouTube and Spotify themselves.
Let's sing around.
Is there a way we can listen to this later on Spotify or YouTube?
Yes, I will be uploading it on Spotify and YouTube at least some point this
Not
week.
for us.
What
three.
is that
Everyone else.
channel?
It's just called the Plexi Film Show.
Plexi Film Show?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Brother's doing that now. Anywho, 43. I'm going to be talking about the last theory that I have. I'm going to be ending with a cliffhanger because it is a really interesting theory, and I want you guys to enjoy this theory as much as I do because I honestly really want to finish it. But with how this week has been busy, I want to leave it off to a cliffhanger for you guys as much as it is for me. I know I always leave my videos in my website. You guys can check out my website in the description of YouTube. That's the easiest way to click on it. But you go to that specific episode, and the usual videos are always at the bottom of my notes.
Wait,
so,
what's your website?
just look up my name, Plexi Film Show. And
okay.
I see it.
Anyway, the last theory is the ending of Life is Strange could have ended differently, and it's about the Topanga theory, which is that big old statue, wooden statue near the dormitories. And a lot of things that have been cut out because of budget cuts at this time, dealing with this specific statue. But the Topanga relic is in front of the dormitory that I mentioned before, has been left over from an unidentified Native American community that once owned the land. And then upon the students and faculty who have little to no information on its origins, there are only a handful of interactions we have with the totems. It's usually talked about when Max is observing it throughout the day and night, and by having her teachers and janitor and research that Chloe does on her own in episode 5, as well of the chaos and reality of multiple Jeffersons there are. So you get to learn a lot with the Jefferson family, how it became a thing. When exploring Principal Wells' office, we see a reporter Nathan attempt to steal the Topanga. You also hear in the trailer of episode 4, you hear Nathan saying that the storm was coming, which was telling us that he knew the storm was coming himself, which kind of like maybe his family knew about this for years now.
Ooh.
That there was going to be another storm coming. The Prescotts is the oldest family and the most richest family of Arcadia Bay, so they always fun stuff for Arcadia Bay. And Nathan and the Prescott's family has a bunker and was brainwashed by Jefferson to get his father, Sean, to fund and turning it into the dark room without being known of its actual use. The Pan Estates is built around the tribal grounds around that area. And then one of the gods, the Greek god named Pan, meaning whose was the wilderness, and the Greek utopia called Arcadia, which makes sense, Arcadia Bay, and was the god of nature and the wild, which is very interesting. Arcadia Bay is based on Tylo Bay, Oregon, and Tylo is a Native American tribe that used to live there. And then legends say that the battle between the Thunderbird and the whale had a huge fight that initiated a storm-like tragedy on the town, and Thunderbird is the hero. Which kind of goes along with is Max, like the modern version of that god or goddess. You never know.
The Thunderbird?
The Thunderbird.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to relate these Greek gods and goddesses to Native American tribes and to reality of modernism. I find it very interesting. My voice cracked. I hated that. But isn't that very interesting how far that goes? There's like 6 more minutes of that video after what I just told you. So there's a lot more there to unpack. If you guys want to hear the rest of that as much as I do, go to my website. You'll find it. I'll probably put it on top of my notes at the end. So yeah. What do you guys think of that theory so far?
Pretty interesting.
I know that was very all over the place, but there was so much information being thrown at me. I'm like, dude, this is really cool. I couldn't stop watching it.
Right. I think it's really cool trying to what's it called? Link
history or like
Greek mythology and
tribes.
Yeah. You understand it's late. Hard to put into words, but yeah, I think it's really neat.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting.
I know you're a big history nerd, so...
Not history exactly, but when it comes to kind of...
Greek mythology and tribes themselves.
Yeah.
Greek mythology is pretty cool.
Greek mythology is really cool.
Yeah.
And I like history as... Are you having fun messing with the mic over there?
Yeah.
Good job,
I'm just
Zach.
thinking like Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science.
Jingle,
Huh?
Jingle, 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 jingle. Back in the day, jingle.
Even though people call me Jeffrey Dahmer.
That is
Whoa,
crazy. Who calls you
okay.
that?
I don't know.
Did Chloe Price call you that?
I think so.
Or sorry, you're Victoria over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you made that one comment.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you guys ready to go on like a 5-minute break?
Sure.
All right. We'll be back on at 10:55. I'll come back with some fun facts and some product placements for this game before we wrap up. It'll be really quickly.
11:55.
Yeah, 11:55. Say 10:50.
You said 10?
Yeah, I meant 11:55. I'll be back on. So yeah, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Enjoy the amazing soundtrack of Life is Strange. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show. And I'm going to be continuing to talk about Life is Strange. And I'm going to be finishing off this episode with some fun facts. I don't have much, but the ones I found were very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You guys probably heard it when I was watching it the whole time, but that's okay. It's for those who are currently listening to this live or post.
Fun fact, life is pretty strange.
Fun fact, life is strange. But anyway, it took Don't Nod 3 years to get the green light to make this game possible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why so long?
Because of them already being such a small indie company that they were trying to make this game bigger and better, that they had to make a bunch of concept arts to even get their name out there, to even make it possible.
Okay.
All the textures of the game was hand painted.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, by Eduard Kaplan. I don't know if I said it right. I'm sorry that I butchered it, but he did a lot of the character designs and some of the backgrounds. Everything in game was created piece by piece by a team of 2D and 3D artists to give the game impressionistic style, and that means like all the photographs specifically has been made. It's very heavily detailed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that, and every piece by piece, even the lens flare was created by them, not like filtered. Like they actually created those lens flares and animation styles. Like it's really cool.
Yeah.
Life is Strange was influenced by the indie film scene. Autumnal and used palette of colors was chosen to create a sense of nostalgia, which makes sense because usually when nostalgia is brought up in movies, it's either in a like orange palette, autumn style, or like black and white.
Yeah.
So, this is the last fun fact that I had to share with you guys. Might as well throw it out there. When budget constraints wouldn't allow for travel artists, they had to actually use Google Street View to take reference screenshots of Oregon.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Pretty
interesting.
cool.
Yeah, but it's funny to think because a lot of the landmarks that you see throughout the movie, like the diner, the lighthouse, that is like are surrounding areas of the town that they're using and referencing.
So those are actually there
Yeah.
in Oregon? Cool.
Yeah. Some of the product placements I was able to find online. It's harder to find product placements specifically unless if I'm writing down while I'm gaming. But these are some of the ones I found online. Frito-Lay's, body armor, and of course Polaroid.
Mm-hmm.
So those make sense.
Yeah.
Is there any fun facts or theories that you guys have to share?
I do not personally.
You don't?
I do also not have any fun facts or theories.
All right. This is going to be the end of the Plexi Film Show. Thank you guys so much for joining. Sorry for a very short episode, but this was a fun ride. You guys are always welcome to come back. So yeah, did you guys have a good time?
I did. I'd like to come back sometime.